everybody, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. As you can tell, today we're getting festive up in here. I have done this very festive Christmas tree hairstyle and just sort of a plain festive makeup look with a bright red lip and some really beautiful fluffy lashes. So really, without any further ado, I'm just going to jump straight on into the video. So if you would like to see how I did this look, then please keep on watching. So I'm just going to use a 600ml empty bottle of water in order to get the height of the tree. Basically, you just tip your head over and you have to actually go quite low. As you can see here, you've got to really dip your head over so the hair can really fall over the bottle. And then all I am doing is just securing it at the top of the bottle with an elastic band, wrapping it around a couple of times so it's really nice and tight. I'm not too worried about shape at this point because now I'm going to start to fiddle around with the shape. So now all I have to do is just sort of push and pull and kind of play with the hair in order to get it the shape that I want it to. And I'm just using bobby pins to secure any of the loose hair because obviously my hair is cut into layers, so some of it is going to be falling out of the tree. But I'm just using a bobby pin to connect it all together. My hair is also about 2 days old, I suppose you could say, so it hasn't been washed for 2 days, and all I have done before this was to brush it to get obviously rid of any knots, and I have also put in a little bit of dry shampoo just to sort of give it a little bit more texture, but also to get rid of the oils in my hair. I will just say too, this was legit something I wore to a family Christmas party this year, so everything I'm doing is a little bit rushed, and altogether this whole look took me about 45 minutes to do. So if you are thinking of doing something like it for a Christmas party or something like that, it is actually quite doable and is not really that difficult at all. And then once you're happy with it, I basically just got a lot of hairspray just to help secure any little flyaways, and then just running my hands over it to sort of smooth it out and get it into the cone shape. Then of course, because no Christmas tree can be complete without lights, I have just a little battery pack of lights there, and I just thought it was easier if I put it into my bra in order to hold where the batteries are. This is a really good set of lights because it's just a copper wire with really soft lights, and it means that it won't heat up, and so it won't burn your skin or, you know, probably worse, burn your hair with all that hairspray in it. So it won't actually heat up. I had this turned on for probably 8 to 9 hours, I want to say, and it never got hot. It never burnt me or anything like that. So all I'm doing is just wrapping it up my cone, wrapping it up my tree, and I'm coming back down in a second layer. And then what I end up doing with the end of it, because it is a wire, I just tuck it into the end of my hair and sort of just make like a fish hook with it, and then that ends up keeping it completely secure all day. I had no troubles with it whatsoever. Then of course the next step is to add some tinsel. So this is just some very small tinsel, and I picked it up from Kmart. It was really affordable. As you can see though, it's got like 3 layers of it, and that was just a little bit too hard to manipulate around my hair, especially because I was alone. If you had somebody with you, they could probably do it, but it was just a little bit too difficult, so I actually end up cutting it. And then exactly the same way with the lights, just wrapping it around. I've sort of tucked it in behind my ear because this tinsel obviously had a little bit of wire so it could hold a bit more shape. So I've just wrapped it around the head. I've only done it once. I haven't come back down the other side because it's sort of shed, as you can kind of see on my shirt there. So with that done, it is then of course time to put in the tree decoration. So I just picked up these mini little baubles from Coles. They were only like a couple of dollars a packet, and all I am doing is securing them into the hair with a bobby pin. So just sort of pushing the bobby pin through the loop of the bauble, as you can see there, and then pushing it into the hair, pushing it down and sort of wrapping it around the hair so it would actually stay secure and not fall out.
Then of course you absolutely have to top off your tree with a star. So I'm very happy with this star. It is a sequence star that I picked up from Kmart, and the reason why I chose it was A, because it was like really impressive, but B, it was actually soft, so it wasn't heavy, so it wouldn't add a lot of weight to the tree. And as you can see, all I have done is use the loop of the decoration and just sort of sat it on top and wrapping it around the lid of the bottle. Finally, all I am doing is just pulling down a couple of strands because I prefer that look and how it sits with my face shape. And then I'm just securing everything with a lot more hairspray just to make sure that it does last all day. And then that's it, we are done. That is the tree. That is my Christmas hairstyle tree. For foundation, I needed something that was going to last all day and look flawless, so I ended up going with the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation in the shade Mont Blanc. Then all I'm going to do is just bounce it into the skin using a soft beauty blender. For concealer, I'm just going to use the Essence Camouflage Full Coverage Concealer in the shade 05 Ivory, and all I'm going to do is run that underneath my eyes just to add a little bit of extra coverage and sort of brighten that area up. Then I'm just going to set all of the liquid down with the same BYS HD powder that I did before. Then on to eyebrows. So the first thing that I'm going to use is the Powdered Brow Kit by OXX Cosmetics. And I'm just using an angled brush to get the powder through my brows to create the right shape and to fluffen them up a little bit. Then I'm just going to quickly run through some of the Essence Eyebrow Gel in the shade 01 Brown, just to keep my brows in place so they don't sweat halfway down my face throughout the day. Onto eyes now. I didn't really want to do a complicated eyeshadow look, so what I ended up using is just the two highlighter colours out of the Australis Contour Lighter Than Light kit, and I'm just giving that a dust over the lids before actually taking one of the contour shades and then just running that through the crease. Then with a super unflattering camera angle, I am going to do my eyeliner, and I'm just using the Maybelline Master Precise Liquid Liner. It's one of my favorites, I love it. And I'm going to get it quite close to the lash line before deciding to wing it out. And I don't end up doing a very thick wing, but I just sort of give myself a little bit of an elongated shape. And then through the power of editing, I will reappear with lashes. These ones are just some cheap ones that I got off eBay, which are like a foam ink lash. They're actually super comfortable. I actually really like them, and they were not very expensive at all. Then I'm just going to carve out my chipmunk cheeks with a little bit of contour, and I'm just using the same shade out of the Australis contour kit that I used to run through the crease. And my highlighter for this look is the Essence Single Shadow in the shade Cotton Candy. It's just such a stunning highlighter. It's really nice and glowy. I love it. And of course, to finish this look off, you have to add the Christmassy red lip. I'm just using a really affordable red liquid lipstick that I got online. And because I'm really good at camera angles, you can't see what I'm doing, but you know how to put on lipstick. But then that is basically it for this voiceover, with a final spritz of finishing spray to make sure that that stuff does not move throughout the day. And now I'm just going to very elegantly cut to the outro.
And there you have it, guys. That is my Christmas look. It is pretty festive, and I have to say I'm quite proud of it. As you can see, I am tilting a little bit, but that's okay. I don't mind having a slightly wonky Christmas tree head. And I do have lights. The golden thing that I wrapped around are lights, but I don't have batteries in it, but I will insert a photo once I have lit them up for you, just so you can see sort of the final product and what it looks like. I have to say I am very, very pleased with how this turned out. It does feel a little bit strange, in case you're curious. I can obviously feel that there is something on my head, and when you're walking around you have to be careful because your height is much different to what you're probably used to, so you'll probably bash your head a little bit. But I am really, really happy with how this turned out. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you very soon. Merry Christmas.